Eduardo Orama. A South Florida inmate released from prison by mistake is back behind bars. Eduardo Orama was taken back into custody. The inmate serving time for a conviction for throwing a deadly missile and probation violation was accidentally released from the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center. Eduardo Orama's release led to a days-long search across South Florida until he appeared at his own Zoom court hearing. Officials said the minimum custody level inmate served time for a 2010 conviction for throwing a deadly missile and probation violation. Eduardo Orama's attorney attempted to explain why he hadn't surrendered, but the judge remained unconvinced. After the virtual hearing, Orama once again disappeared. Brian Noval. Judge John Hurley gave a dirtbag a lesson in respect and what happens when you talk back to a judge. The accused criminal Brian Noval, 25, will now have 4 months in jail to consider the proper etiquette in court. This story has a happy ending and a good lesson for law-abiding citizens. However, not for Brian Noval, who mouthed off Hurley in court.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. That's the truth. You're not going anywhere. That's the truth. All right, thanks. All right, Suzanne Wall.
My charge was battery.
Oh, wow, I know, man. But that's the way life is.
Noval didn't like the way Noval's bond hearing was going last week. Brian Noval was charged with assault with a deadly weapon and domestic violence. Hurley noted Noval was accused of going after the victim with a pocket knife. Brian Noval was already facing drug charges from earlier the same year. Hurley believed that Brian Noval had abused the freedom allowed him after the drug bust. He ordered him held without bond. Noval shuffled away and muttered that Hurley was a cock.
My charge was battery.
Oh, wow, I know, man. But that's the way life is. What did he say?
The crowd of inmates, lawyers, along with others in the room, shockingly gasped. There was some laughter. Hurley asked, "What did he say?" "Bring him back."
What did he say? Whoa. Hey, bring that guy back.
"Sir, what did you just say when you walked away?"
So what did you just say when you walked away?
I called you a because you're...
Did you?
The charges I had yesterday.
Okay, hold on a second, sir.
Battery charge.
Sir, this court is inclined to hold you in contempt of court, and I want to know from you, give me a reason why I should not hold you in contempt of court.
I don't see a reason why you shouldn't be, because there's not a reason this should be here.
Okay, sir, I find you in contempt of court for using that type of language with the court you just used. I'm going to ask you if you have anything to say before I pass sentence.
I apologize, I was out of line. I'm just upset because this is not what I was charged with yesterday.
Okay, sir.
I was charged with the battery.
I accept your apology, and I will sentence you to 60 days in the Broward County Jail. Thank you.
Hurley sentenced Brian Noval to 60 days in jail for contempt, and then Noval had some words with the judge, and Hurley sentenced him to another 60 days again.
Can I take the back in?
All right, sir, hold it. Come on back, sir. Sir, I'm inclined to hold you in contempt of court again, and I'm going to sentence you to another 60 days to run consecutive to the prior 60 days. So now you're up to 120 days in the Broward County Jail. Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
Yes,
All right, sir, thank you very much. You're done.
Scott Green. The Medical Board of California stated that it was investigating a plastic surgeon who attended a Zoom video court hearing from an operating room while he was properly dressed in scrubs and was with a patient on the surgical table.
Hi. Are you available for trial? It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now.
I am, sir. I'm in an operating room. Yes, I'm available for trial. Go right ahead.
Okay, let me just briefly advise you that the proceedings right now, they are being live streamed on YouTube. That's because traffic trials are required by law to be open to the public. Since we're limiting physical access to the courtroom right now, that's how we're making them open to the public, okay?
Okay.
The surgeon, named Scott Green, was reported by a video conference for a trial in Sacramento Superior Court. The clerk advised Scott Green that the hearing, which the Sacramento Bee reported, would be live streamed on YouTube as the hearing was to be public. And after Scott Green was sworn in, his camera briefly shifted a little and revealed a person on his operating table. A Sacramento Superior Court Commissioner, Gary Link, appeared on the camera.
Unless I'm mistaken, I'm seeing a defendant that's in the middle of an operating room, appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient. Is that correct, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
The judge asked if the defendant was multitasking, and Dr. Green confirmed that he was.
I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery with me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Not at all. I don't think so. I don't think that's appropriate. I think I'm going to come up with a different date.
Scott Green explained that there was another surgeon in the room who could perform the surgery. However, Mr. Link disagreed. The actual reason for Dr. Green's court appearance was unclear. Scott Green, who has offices in Sacramento and Granite Bay, California, did not respond to a request for comment. Then, Mr. Link also could not be reached. Furthermore, Carlos Villatoro, who is a spokesman for the Medical Board of California, said that the board was aware of Scott Green's hearing and will be looking into it, as it does with all complaints it receives. The committee, he said, expects physicians to follow the standard of care when treating their patients. Carlos Villatoro declined to offer further details, citing the legal confidentiality of complaints along with a few investigations. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments section down below. If you found today's video interesting, then be sure to leave us a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to be always up to date with the most exciting content as soon as it is uploaded. Thanks for watching. See you again soon in another video.